Sacha Brown designed this evening gown made from African fabric. He was inspired by the disco era of the 1970s, but felt it needed a little Zimbabwean flavor to give that local feel. The designer wants women who wear his clothes to feel glamorous and proudly African.
It's something that has always been in me. I've always wanted to be a fashion designer ever since I was young. I actually made my first outfit when I was 15 using my hand to sew. So yeah, I love doing this.
But the textile industry is struggling. Cheap imports from China, many of them illegal, are killing local industries across Africa. The economic crisis in Zimbabwe and government policies have taken their toll on local industry. Cotton production fell by more than 60% in the last 3 years. Almost half of all fabric is imported. Textile and clothing companies have been struggling to stay in business for nearly 20 years. Many workers lost their jobs as companies closed. The shutdown has forced many local designers to go it alone, make their own clothes with their own unique twist. Many Zimbabweans are self-employed. 90 tailors and designers work in this factory. Each rents a table for $32 a month and bring their own sewing machines. The few larger companies still operating are struggling. Jeremy Yeoman exports 50% of protective gear and other clothes made in his factories to Europe and countries across southern Africa.
The industry has come down off a high of 35,000 employees. It's down to only 6,000 now, but we have stabilized that figure over the last 2 years. Generally, the industry is still struggling to compete against the imported goods, those that are legally coming in and those that are illegally coming in. And it's the latter category that is the greatest competition, because there are lots of goods coming into this country and being sold at prices that you can't even buy the fabric for.
However, young designers are optimistic. One stitch at a time, they're putting their creations out there. Despite the economic challenges they face every day, they say they want to show the world their designs, clothes they feel are elegant, classy, and sophisticated. Harumatasa, Al Jazeera, Harare.